Hey guys, here just to talk about the new Argent tournament that just got announced. Just saw the stuff today. Really excited about it. Obviously, as a professional Hearthstone player, I feel like it's gonna bring a lot of life back to Hearthstone. I guess like there's not a ton I saw. There's not too much info. But I guess what I have most to talk about is the new Inspire mechanics, since I feel like that's going to be a pretty like widespread throughout the set. It's the new. I guess like it's the most exciting thing, and it's like the new thing that they're pushing with Argent, the Argent tournament. Um, the Inspire mechanic, I feel like it's like something that's really healthy for the game. Is one thing that's really good. I know I've been talking a lot about uninteractive decks and Emperor kind of lately, but the Inspire mechanic is something really good for the game because Inspire is like a mechanic that it's a really interactive thing. First of all, the minions, like you're kind of rewarded for your minions sticking around, having board control, just like having presence on board, and you're building incremental advantages. Inspire, it's even better than Battlecry for the game in one way because it's like a slower thing, and it gives your opponents more time to interact. If you compare like the power level of a card like Quartermaster to a card like the new, let's see, I believe it's called Thunder Bluff Valiant. Like Quartermaster is immediately stronger, but Thunder Bluff gets more value over the long run if it survives and you have totems to keep inspiring. Uh, so yeah, like I feel like the Inspire mechanic is definitely something that's good, and kind of making a comparison for like the Inspire. Hopefully, like some of the new Inspire minions have like other effects, kind of, because like something like Freeze Mage, for example, it's not a great. I feel like Freeze Mage. It's a little bit too interactive. It does its own thing, and they generally don't care what you do. Hopefully, like some new Inspire minions say, so far all the Inspire things, Freeze Mage will just still freeze you, and they don't really care if you get +1/+1 or whatever. But I feel like, say, something like a Inspire Illuminator, like a 3 mana 2/4 Inspire Heal Yourself or something, would be pretty cool. Like, I'm sure there's only been like 8 to 10 cards announced, I believe, and there's 120, 140 cards. So obviously we haven't seen most of the cards, but something like that would be cool to as a way for players to interact with Freeze Mage. They can't just freeze your mains and kill you. If your mains stay, you'll be able to constantly heal. Um, Something maybe some of the Inspire minions are pretty cool against Grim Patron Warrior too, because a lot of times they don't really clear, like, they're not fighting too hard for board control. They're kind of just like trying to combo you out, and some of these minions can take over the game. Um, One of my favorite ones I've seen so far is the Nexus Champion Throughout. That seems pretty strong as a 5 mana 4/5 with the Inspire, add a random spell to your hand. If you kind of compare it to like Ancient of War, it's like if you pay 7 mana for it, you draw one card, it's a random spell instead of draw two, but you also get to use your hero power, which is kind of cool. Um, and spells are pretty strong to draw. Like spells, if you have, I think it's better to draw a random spell than to draw a random card. So, like spells are generally, there's a lot less bad spells compared to like bad minions, I guess. So, and obviously it's like a card that if it sticks around for multiple turns, it gets stronger. Um, Actually, like a lot of undercards, like Kildare Drake is one that's pretty cool. Having the ability to use your hero power multiple times, that's another card where I guess you can get. It's kind of like an Inspire minion in a way where it gets value the longer it can stick around. Like technically all minions get value the longer they can stick around because they do that damage every turn. But I mean I like these, like I like getting more, like more from your minions compared to just like the most minions right now can just attack every turn. That's the way they get value. But these are almost like it kind of reminds me of activated abilities like in Magic the Gathering. It's something that Hearthstone has been missing. I guess it's part of their design philosophy to, take it slow in a way, maybe not make it too complicated. You know, right now you're like any minions you have, you can't actually use on your turn. It's either like a battle cry, a death rattle, or like a constant effect, I guess. But inspire something where you can actually activate as a meaningful choice sometimes when you want to, which is pretty cool. So yeah, really excited about the new expansion. I don't want to go over too many cards because it's going to be hard to say until you see everything. The other one I see pretty cool is just the Shaman Totem, just like a strong minion. I feel like that's probably going to be a pretty core Shaman card. The other ones are, I feel like I would see more of the cards because you know most of the cards are, you know, having 120 cards or whatever. It's good. They're going to be mostly filler cards for expansion. Obviously, not every card is going to be used competitively, so you know, I'm sure quite a bit of them will be, and at least takes the game in a new direction that I believe is really good. So nice to see that they're looking out for us. Guess that's gonna be my video. Get ready to stream. See you guys in a bit.